Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And there he goes. They won't get him in. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas State's offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard runners.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big...
He lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Arkansas State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Grab near the marker is Bush. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Rayner. That's caught, it's Rucker. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. And the Red Wolves are rolling down the field. Looking for a gap, it's Cross. Turning it on! Nice Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. Jackson will throw. Quickly complete. And they're able to make the tackle. And the Bobcats are in the hurry up. Shotgun snap on third down. Throws to the wideout. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Red Wolves looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He might want another play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught near the sticks. It's Cobb. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Red Wolves have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute.
He's got it along the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's a first down for the offense.
Jackson gonna throw it. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
21, Texas State, 7.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Bush. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Red Wolves come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Red Wolves have this offense rolling. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Red Wolves are threatening on first and goal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Touchdown, Red Wolves! season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Jackson will throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Lions. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of There he goes! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Lowers those pads.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Gets it out quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
That's how you earn your 1st down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the 1st down, but taking a big shot at the end.
Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's crossed. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
The Red Wolves will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special.
It's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burrell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Jenkins. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll try the run. picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Got it in the middle. It's Bush. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the beatdown has ensued.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. Then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. The Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Unloads it left. That pass is incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Makes a grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit.
Looking for the... Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead.
Let's go. Right. Single, single. Here we go. Ready.
Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Red Wolves, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for a man, it's Rayner. Got a man, it's Rucker. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. Nothing doing again. A 3rd straight stop behind the line of scrimmage. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on! There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Catch in the middle, it's Bush. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Shoots it to the left. It's complete. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Sparks. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. It's Lyons. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
With the catch, it's Jenkins. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Firing deep. Spreads it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Texas State.
Looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. brings the heat. Lets it go to the end zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Bobcats. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Nice job by the offense going down inside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding.
Start playing. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Jackson gonna throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it's...
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. The give on the inside. He breaks a tackle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Pulls it in. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Jackson will throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it.
They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going deep. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from it.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end